Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like first to thank the organizing committee for inviting me to this distinguished panel. Today, I have the honor to share with you a few case studies and success stories highlighting how Saudi Aramco Upstream have been working and investing for many years to transform its upstream operations to reach its current high digital maturity status, reaping the benefits of these investments. We in Saudi Aramco are trying not only to reach the digitization maturity, but rather reach it intelligently, tapping on the latest Industrial Revolution 4.0 and the advancements in machine learning, artificial intelligence, robotics, edge, and high-performance computing. Personally, I believe that our industry have invested billions of dollars in the digitization front during the last 2 to 3 decades, where it started paying back effectively, especially during the latest downturn and the current pandemic. It is enough to say that the global oil and gas upstream industry supplies were not affected at all through this horrible global pandemic, during which the world was continuously energized and powered by every drop of oil and scuff of gas we produced. Of course, helping the world to overcome this pandemic and for it to resume its economic and social activities. Let's imagine for a second, if our industry is not digitized, how would the world look like during this horrible pandemic? Saudi Aramco has started its digitization journey long time ago with the objective to increase hydrocarbon discovery and recovery, reduce development cost, enhance safety, and last but not least, protect the environment. I believe meeting these objectives will enable us as industry to provide affordable, safe, and sustainable sources of energy, feeding the global economy, enriching its social development, enhancing human prosperity in a safe and environmentally protected manner. The business benefits of this is beyond our imagination in terms of revenue, cost avoidance, and most importantly, increasing the global oil and gas reserves and supplies. We started seeing the value of the digitization strategy in the way we do business in all domains where significant cost avoidance was achieved. In Saudi Aramco, digitization is one of the factors behind our low development cost per barrel and high recovery factor. This value can be doubled or quadrupled when the digitization strategy addresses more than single upstream domain and integrate not only major upstream functions, but rather also downstream and supply chain. We see this in our unconventional model where the development cost was significantly optimized and reduced. If we see, for example, the way that we do our exploration function through collecting, processing, and interpreting seismic, or the way that we do our reservoir studies and field development through reservoir simulation, tapping, of course, on the high-performance computing, we realize that our industry is digitized by nature. For example, in Saudi Aramco, in the last 2 decades alone, our seismic and simulation and computing capabilities have tripled in a log scale, from millions to trillions in size and complexity, opening new opportunities for us to invest and develop our fields in a much efficient way. Our upstream digital strategy taps on equipment connectivity, or what is called today Internet of Things. Also, big data, advanced analytics, intelligent solutions using machine learning and artificial intelligence. In addition to edge computing, and finally robotics and automation. The digitization journey has opened unlimited number of opportunities, not only to discover more oil and gas resources, but rather increase recovery and reduce development costs, making Saudi Aramco fields one of the lowest cost per barrel and the highest primary recovery factor in the industry. Allow me please to share with you few examples to illustrate this. This slide illustrates the fully digitized drilling business process we have in Saudi Aramco, starting from the well design and planning, going through drilling operations, monitoring, and completion, tapping on measurements while drilling, logging while drilling, satellite connection and digital monitoring, and finally intelligent tools to improve drilling efficiency, reduce drilling troubles, improve safety, and eventually reduce development cost. Our objective is to drill the safest, the highest productive, and the minimum cost well. Our engineers remotely monitor the entire drilling process from A to Z to achieve this objective. This slide shows, for example, our capabilities to capture, quality check, transmit, monitor, and interpret more than 60,000 data points per second coming from our rig fleet. Tapping on some advanced technologies and advanced analytics, of course, to enable us to do that intelligently. We adopted what is called today edge computing technology, where we use our intelligent tools such as hole cleaning advisory, drilling bit advisory, stuck pipe predictor, kick predictor, and others at the rig site, utilizing the high frequency and quality data, and of course resulting in alerting drilling operators to maximize safety and increase productivity with the minimum drilling cost. Furthermore, this drilling digitization strategy provides us with advanced capabilities to intelligently update the geological model on real-time basis, based on the measurement, logging while drilling, and advanced visualization computer resources. This is done effectively in a fully digitized way. This enables us to place thousands of horizontal sections within less than few feet in the reservoir. This capability helped us to significantly reduce the number of required wells and hence reduce development cost and, most importantly, the environmental footprint of our developed oil and gas fields, which makes Saudi Aramco at the top when it comes to upstream operations carbon intensity, as it was published by the Science magazine almost 2 years ago. If we look at another important upstream process of oil and gas production, we realize that our industry has also successfully digitized this important function almost more than 2 decades ago, when we introduced the concept of smart well completion, intelligent fields, and lately Internet of Things and advanced analytics. Based on the strong digital infrastructure and strategy, today we in Saudi Aramco have the capability to monitor every single drop of oil and scuff of gas from the sand face all the way to its final destination. We monitor the rate, pressure, temperature, and other surface and subsurface parameters that will enable us to deliver our oil and gas products in a safe and environmentally friendly manner. Our capabilities today is to capture, QC, process, monitor, interpret and use more than 80 million data points per day from our remote oil and gas fields. The growth rate of the field's real-time data is more than 30% annually. Imagine how you would manage this huge amount of data without a rigorous and fully integrated, intelligent, digitized strategy. With more than 90% equipment connectivity and desktop data availability, our engineers today and computer smart agents monitor all Saudi Aramco oil and gas fields and conduct advanced analysis such as ESP failure prediction, oil and gas leak detection, synthetic corrosion mapping and analysis, and well integrity assurance studies. We also have successfully developed advanced algorithms to optimize the inflow control valves to maximize oil production and reduce water production, keeping the energy inside the reservoir. We also developed advanced algorithms to integrate digital oil field data with reservoir simulation process to predict the reservoir performance on real time and measure reservoir pressure between wells on real time. We are currently working to further extend this model to predict any reservoir heterogeneity between wells using real-time data coming from our intelligent fields to complement seismic. Our research and development strategy also adopt a very rigorous and fully integrated digitization strategy in all upstream domains. Whether the R&D project is to explore for additional hydrocarbon resources such as this autonomous underwater vehicle, which reduce cost, increase flexibility and quality, increase resolution, and acquire data faster, or a project to build a new logging tool to investigate sweep and recovery deep in the reservoir, which sends its collected data on real-time basis where it gets monitored, analyzed, and interpreted by our reservoir engineers, or a project to develop laser drilling, or a full-fledged unmanned drilling rig which will have the capability in the future to intelligently rig up, drill the well, complete the well, and rig down without any man interference. Indeed, digitization is in the heart of everything we do in the upstream. And the question remains is how to do it intelligently, fast, and in a cost-effective manner. The future of our industry is going to be amazing, especially for the new generation who have the capability to deal with technology in a much faster, efficient, and professional way. This brings me to the most important pillar of our strategy, which is developing our young talent and young engineers through several programs, including several accreditation programs, internal specialist development programs, advanced master degrees, tapping on the industry world-class digitization programs and institutions in Kingdom and out of Kingdom as well. In conclusion, I believe that what we see today as a result of our successful digitization investment and strategy in terms of savings, discovering more oil and gas fields, increasing recovery, and reducing development costs is just the tip of the iceberg. Hence, the industry's investment in digitization will continue growing, including, of course, in Aramco, to ensure our leadership in the energy sector, to continue provide more than 55% of the global energy mix in affordable, effective, and safe manner. With that, I conclude my presentation, and thank you very much.